Hi everyone. We're going to do composition of functions with a table. The first row is your x value, and then your second two rows are your y values, depending on if you're looking for f or g. So the first thing I do is rewrite this as, we're doing a right now, f g of 1. Now your 1 is your x you're looking for. So go to 1 on the x row. And then since we want g, go down to g, and that equals 0. So this equals 0. Now do f of 0. Again, this is your x value, so go back to x, and now go to g, and g would be 1. So this whole answer here is just 1. Okay, the next one is b. So we have f, g of 2. So go to 2 on the x value, and we want g. So go to g. So g of 2, we're just doing the inner function here. G of 2 is negative 3. Now do f of negative 3. So this is your x again, so go back to x. And now we want the f of that. And that's actually your y value. So that equals 11. So the whole answer to this one is 11. Right, the next one is g, this one, f of 2. So you go to 2 for your x. Remember, this is your x. So go to 2, and we want f. So go to f, and that equals 1. So this equals 1. Now put the g, the outer function, in, and g of 1. So go back to x, which is here. That's your 1. Then go down to g, and that equals 0. So this whole thing equals 0. Okay, the next one is this one, g f of 3. So we're going to go, our x is 3, so go to where your x is 3. And now we want, our inner function is the f this time, and that is negative 1. So this whole thing equals negative 1, f of 3. Now g of negative 1. Now we're going to x, this is your x, here, but then go to g. So g of negative 1 is 0. So this whole thing equals 0. Next one is g of 1. So the inner function is g of 1. So go to where x is 1, and then go to g, and that's 0. Now we're going to do g of 0, the outer function. So go to where x is 0, and then do g of that, which is 1. So this whole thing equals 1. And the last one, we have f of 3. So let's do the inner function, which is your 3 here, is your x, and f of 3 is negative 1. Now compose that new value with your outer function. So we're going to go to negative 1, where x is negative 1, and go to f of x, and this is going to equal 7. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.